Hi everyone, welcome to Chef Shelley's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making pickled jalapenos. Now I will tell you, I'm not a jalapeno person, and I should also say jalapenos slash hot peppers, okay, because I actually concocted a mixture here. But I'm not a hot pepper person, although sometimes I like it chopped up, maybe in my chili or something like that. But my husband loves pickled peppers. And we go to Mexican or just any other kind of place, and he wants a side of pickled jalapenos or peppers. So anyway, we're growing peppers in our garden, and they're growing quite rapidly, and so it's time to actually go on and pickle some of them. So very simple ingredients. The first thing I'm going to do is I've got my heat going here, is I'm going to bring to a boil. I've got, and of course I'll always put the measurements in. I have water and I have vinegar. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring that to a boil. Get these out of the way. And to that mixture, I'm going to add both salt and sugar. Now, here's a lesson on hotness. The hotter you want it, the less amount of sugar you want to put in here. So if you don't want it real hot, then add a little more sugar. And once again, all of the measurements will be in the comment section. So I'm just going to add this here to it. And then you can use either two garlic cloves smashed or just a teaspoon of minced garlic. And that's what I have here. I've just got minced garlic that I bought in a jar. So just a teaspoon will do just fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this come to a boil. And then as soon as this comes to a boil, and I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit here so it can get there a little quicker. We've got some things to do in the interim. Once that comes to a boil, then I'm going to add my peppers, okay? And then I'm going to stir it around. I'm going to actually take it off the heat, let it sit, and then we'll take the peppers out. But anyway, while that is getting hotter and coming to a boil, I want to show you just simply how to cut your pepper. So I always just get rid of the top part, and you want to cut these fairly thin. Just think about what you get in the restaurant, right? So just thin slices, and again, I've already sliced the remainder of it just for purposes of time. But you can see here how I have, I'm slicing these fairly thin, okay? So we've got now, just again, our really thin slices of, these are the jalapenos. So I've got them mixed in here, as I mentioned. It's a mixture of jalapenos, and you want to have about 7 or 8 of them. And as you can see, this is going to pretty much fill up these 2 small jars, or if you want to use the bigger jars, certainly you can do those as well. So let's get this out of the way. Just put this here for now so we can get our utensils together. And let's come back over here. We might have to let this sit for a little bit to get a little hotter. I can see the heat coming from it, but it's not quite boiling. So I'm gonna just let this boil for a minute. We'll come back and then we'll add the jalapenos. We're gonna take it off. We're gonna have to then let it sit for about 8 minutes, but we'll come back right after that. Okay, so probably as you can see, this is boiling. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take those jalapenos that I sliced up, and we're just gonna drop them into the solution, all the hot peppers and everything, all the seeds. I'm gonna put them in there as well. They have flavor too. So I'm gonna get that in there. And then basically I'm just going to kind of stir this around like so. And now that this is stirred around nicely, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take it off the heat. And oh, that smell, it is so hot, I can smell it. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in and turn off the heat now that it boiled and I've mixed it all together. I'm gonna put it over here now and I'm gonna let it sit for 8 minutes, okay? So we're gonna do that. We'll come back and then I'll show you how to just kind of put it in the jars and what to do with the rest of kind of the juice that you have there, okay? 8 minutes are up, and so we're now ready to put our peppers in our mason jars. So what I suggest you do is use some tongs and then just kind of grab them that way, just so that you don't, you know, kind of disturb them. And I'm actually kind of being intentional about mixing in, for me, because I have both jalapeno and hot peppers, which are more like the cousin of a bell pepper than a jalapeno pepper. So I'm just kind of making sure I'm, you know, mixing these up a little bit. So I got them in kind of the same way. So it's at least not as strong. Boy, it was like I could feel the heat coming to me. All right, and I'm telling you, these are good like this for a month or so. Put it in a refrigerator. So then what you do is just try to cover it with the juice, like so. And I'm gonna make sure I get some more of the peppers kind of here. Okay, and that is all you have to do, my friend. Just put your lids on and voila, you have pickled jalapenos or hot peppers, whatever you want. Simple as that. You saw how quick it was. The longest thing was letting it set and simmer and bringing it to a boil. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, for you hot, spicy people out there. And please join me on my next episode. Subscribe if you haven't by clicking my picture that's in the upper left hand or upper right hand corner on your side of the screen, the little circle with my picture. Stay tuned for more simple, delicious, and healthier recipes for people on the go. Bye-bye.